You know, the internet is a crazy place, especially in 2025. There's a viral sensation, which I'm sure anybody that follows my algorithm is probably tapped into the algorithm. And you know, the viral sensation is WHOSWHOS, right? That's the name of the channel, right? And the channel is run by a cat out of LA. He locked up in prison, and that's what makes him go viral, right? That he's in a jail cell on a cell phone telling jail stories, right? Now, the man has 4 bodies, right, from what he's been convicted of, whether they're civilians or other gang members. I don't know that much. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But title is referring WHOSWHOS, right? He's a real member, and he ain't got no smut on his name. He ain't, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't even care. You feel me? The crazy part is that people, the world, right? The culture, right? Still in 2025 will call that really who the WHOSWHOS is, right? That's what real is, right? He doing 4 life sentences, 4 life sentences, 4. He ain't never gonna feel the soft skin of a woman again. He ain't never gonna have the luxury, you know, to go hop up in the Benz and motherfucking turn the beats up. He ain't finna do none of that shit. I'm sure there's motherfuckers that's gonna be in the comments like he finna get an appeal. He gonna get out at some time. You know, if he does, he does. Hypothetically, with 4 life sentences, I don't think it's gonna happen. And being behind them walls, there's no telling what the fuck happens today, tomorrow, next year, if you even see that, especially if you active, right? Now, I'm not from LA. I don't got nothing to do with no LA politics. But of course, since this shit is online, I'm gonna speak about it because it's for the world to see. And I think it's crazy, right? That motherfucker really think this is what real is, right? The WHOSWHOS ain't the one that win. The WHOSWHOS is the ones that lose. The WHOSWHOS like that is the ones that completely lose. Motherfuckers be so real. They be trying to keep it so real. They didn't turn fake on their own self. They didn't turn fake against their family members, the ones that really love them. Being so real to the streets, they done became fake to their own family, fake to their own self, because a lot of motherfuckers, and I'm sure y'all may not want to admit it to yourself, but a lot of the people that be out there in the streets that call themselves real or really be thinking they pressing the line, like they really all ain't killers though. They really ain't all got bad hearts or bad intentions, but they driven to a way of life by their environment, the people they keep around them, right? Now, at some point, you can only use the environment argument for so much, because as you get older, right, you become wiser, because life does teach you through experience. But a lot of motherfucking men, right, especially gang members, right, are hella damaged and emotional and got mental health issues, right, that go untreated. So they continue to progress down the wrong path, we would say, right? A path that's going to lead you and ultimately destroy you, right? It's going to destroy you, you know, completely. No doubt about it. There's no winners that come out of being the WHOSWHOS. I don't see it. I still ain't never seen it. And I done did my own little bit. I done seen in the penitentiary, no lie to you, some of the most gangster motherfuckers that had the biggest voices, had the keys to the yard. I done seen them do whole shit. I done seen them roll it up. I done seen them get packed out by their own organization sometimes too. You know what I mean? They walk in a thin line. You know what I mean? It's kill or be killed to a degree, right? But this is what we sign up for. And it's crazy because a lot of motherfuckers sign up for it as a kid. You sign up for all this shit. You take these oaths as a kid, and you try to carry that shit into adulthood. You try to mask that as being male bravado, right? As being masculine, as being real. But that should be fake as a motherfucker though. You ain't being real. Who are you being real to? You being real to an identity, to an ideal of a person who came out in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, right? That were kids them damn selves that created this shit. And the crazy part is the founders of a lot of these organizations, they have withdrew when they get back there, right? Some of the biggest names we know, right? They didn't gave up their own hood, turned their back on it to a degree, said renounced it, said nothing more to do with it. But yet in 2025, motherfuckers are still projecting these idols as the WHOSWHOS, right? But the who's don't win. The who's lose. No matter what, no matter how good you live behind them walls, how much canteen, phone time you got, none of that shit matters. You still locked up. You still in a concrete cell. You still got a day room that you share, a microwave with 60 other motherfucking people, showers you share with 60 other people. And this man got 4 life sentences, right? And he getting his bag. I ain't knocking. Get your dollars. If there's motherfuckers that want to hear you talk, man, do your thing. This is a platform for any and everybody. My views be lower. Motherfucker call me a hater. I don't give a fuck. But the realization is for the youth, don't look at this like really is like who's is the one that really is the real one. That ain't it. Because with 4 bodies, you don't think that them 4 families see this man's videos up on YouTube? You don't think his opposition see him up on YouTube? He's property of the state. He lives in a correctional facility. The man is recording videos during count time. All the police got to do is come hit that man's cell. They probably been watching the motherfucking videos. They got the proof. I don't know if that's ad seg that if he was to get bumped with this shit, I don't know. But the man is going to have to bend over for a fat hillbilly. And the hillbilly is going to be looking up his ass with a flashlight, trying to find these phones, trying to look. And this is subject to being the who's, all right? Meanwhile, the square motherfucker that's out here on the streets, working at 9 to 5, getting that sucker money that, motherfucker doing, he a lame, all that shit. That lame motherfucker is going to go home at night and he's going to cuddle up with his wife in the bed. He might get up out of bed at 2 o'clock, want to go to the refrigerator and get some ice cold water, right? He might want a soda. He might want to make him a sandwich. He might want to do, these motherfuckers can't do none of that shit. They ain't doing none of that shit. They restricted to that cell and they going to bend over and cough and they going to be subject to the motherfucking state. But yet, let the motherfucking world tell it, right? This is the who's, right? If you got smut on your name, if you turn down a fade, they finna expose you on the internet. They gonna tell the jail stories. They gonna get all the motherfucking views because that's what you motherfuckers want to hear. You want to be entertained by these jail stories because y'all are civilians 9 out of 10. And I'm a civilian at this motherfucking point too. I surely ain't in the streets. I'm way removed out that shit. But motherfuckers want to hear that shit. They want to know this is entertainment. Motherfuckers are picking gang members nowadays like WWE action figures. You know what I mean? Like who's on SmackDown tonight? These are characters to these motherfuckers. At the end of the day, when you're behind them walls, don't nobody give a fuck about you. Don't get it twisted. Motherfuckers is riding the wave because he was getting views. But if he was doing low numbers or something, a lot of these motherfuckers wouldn't give him no platform or even breathe. In my opinion, I'm sure there's people out there that feel differently about that. But this video right here, I just want to reiterate. You know what I mean? Reiterate. The who's are the ones that lose. Don't be fooled by the motherfucking smoke and mirrors and thinking this is real because the realest motherfuckers done turn fake on their own family, friends, and even themselves to get to where they are today. Because if you ask them today if they would change what they did, if they regret what they did, majority or all, yes, all of them, underscore that all word, all are going to say that they regret that and they want to get back out here. They want to try again. They sorry for what they did. But yet you done kill 4 motherfucking people off this earth that you can't never get back. You can't undo that shit. You can't undo the pain and the trauma that goes to all their family members that were affected by that. But most motherfuckers think this is GTA. They've been killing on Fortnite. They got thousands and thousands of kills. They A+ shooter on that motherfucker. They want to try it out here in real life and think that they're gonna respawn. But you don't hit reset. You don't respawn though. You really gotta go sit down and trade off entire life that the entire life that you would have had in this free world to do what you wanted to do and how you want to do, you trade it off to go back there with the who's and the realest of the real. Make that shit make sense though. Make that shit. In 2025, motherfuckers is still falling for this motherfucking trap though. That's wild. This motherfucking trap, motherfuckers is still falling for it in 2025. But that's my views as a go-getter. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Talk y'all shit. I don't give a fuck. If you like the shit, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, oh well, you can thumb it down, be a hater, because that is some hating shit. If you press thumbs down on a motherfucking video, fuck you. And if you want to sub up, you can sub up. If you're a hater, please don't even sub up. I'm out. Next video.
Call the ops, nigga. Fuck all these dead ass niggas, man. Little bro, you already know. Really fuck Jimmy and Bobby.
Yeah, fuck Lil Jimmy. All them niggas got dig there.
Fuck all you niggas, nigga. We smoking.
Dig there.
Fuck all you niggas, nigga.
You got a problem with my man's killing about it.
Exactly, bro. Come spin on us, nigga. We outside.